That's not even in play. A corner kick that doesn't come on the field is a wasted opportunity. At least you got to do is put it on the field.
We got a whistle here.
All right, with substitution. Kenrick substituting. Oh, Gates.
Bridle. Oh, nice play that time by number 11 for Kenrick. Chaz Fortescue. Pressman misses the head. These guys are banging it back and forth at midfield.
Carl just brought the ball under control and got tripped. All right.
I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, Bob, but it seems to me they've been playing this game at midfield.
Yeah, we are. We're playing a lot of midfield. It's a lot of it, if you watch the ball, is just kicked back and forth. There isn't a lot of control. The better teams, you'll find, will control the ball with passing, short passing. Right now,
we got a violently waving flag on that far sideline. That man wanted attention.
That is definitely an offside.
Made sure the referee saw that one.
What happened there is they were onside until the ball bounced off of one of the men and went backwards and then put the other guys offside. Or Kenrick would have had a 2-on goaltender breakaway. All right, now Norristown. Now here's where we got to look for the short passing, in which we lose. What you want to do is not spend so much time running around after the ball, but move the ball from player to player and have the other team chase it. You want to move to an open space. I happen to see one of my players down in the stands here enjoying the game, Darrell Leister, who was chosen to the second team all-conference today. He's down here, got his PW shirt on.
Okay. I met Darrell.
Yeah, very nice gentleman. His brother Michael also was on the team this year. Down here talking to a lovely lady. That's my wife.
Oh, all right, scoring some points at home. That's great,
hey,
Bob.
Got to do something.
Way to go. This is family night. I'm talking about my brother. Bob's talking about his wife and his son. Jeez. Kenrick with a little bit of pressure here.
All right, there's a shot, and it's wide. I'll tell you, a lot of kids out here hustling their butt off tonight. They are really working. And they want this game.
This third quarter's blown by quickly. We've only got about 1 minute and 25 seconds left to go. And no scoring here in the third quarter. Kenrick still ahead 2-1, folks.
Scored 16th goal of the season.
If you want to go from here, we're not going to time.
We'll do it in the third quarter. Why don't we just go?
All right, 35 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. And we're still banging the ball around at midfield. And as soon as we have a break here in the action for the end of the third quarter, we're going to talk with Hank Cisco, the commissioner for today's Soccer Bowl. Oh, a little push there, and the official's going to call that. So Kenrick will have the ball. Time running down here in the third quarter. Okay, we got the end of the third quarter, folks. Scores 2-1. And Hank, it's been a great day as far as I can tell. How's your reaction to today's activities?
This is the greatest day, really, as far as soccer is concerned, and myself in the twilight of my career. To see something like this in Norristown is great. I think the fact that we had people coming in here since 2 o'clock this afternoon. I've been coming in and out and checking. and it looked like a garage sale. People were coming in watching the little kids play, and the parents were coming and picking up their kids. It was just a healthy, great American thing. I couldn't believe now that this is great here. Tonight, we saw some real semi-pros, and everybody's attention is drawn. I've been in doing details in football for Norristown High School and for years, and I never saw such an orderly crowd just sitting there watching this game, soccer. It's unbelievable.
And I think a real nice attendance. I mean, we got a beautiful night. Thank goodness for the wonderful weather, and the folks came out, and I think it's absolutely fantastic.
Well, we can thank the good Lord. He held that rain up there. That's great.
I think you're worried about that. Tell you what, where are we going in the future for this soccer ball? We're calling this the first annual soccer ball. Are we looking to the future for this?
I'm looking to the future. I'm getting calls from different people. Say let's do more, and even the semi-pros and different people telling me that their kids are involved. We're bumping into a tough night as far as attendance for some of the people that couldn't make it. We have Bishop Kenrick is having a big dance. Norristown High School is having a dance. The Republican Party is having a big rally, so the parents can't take their kids over here. So we're doing good, and I say all day long, close to 1,500 people have been going in and out watching this. And we broke the record. There's more people watch a soccer game here in Norristown, and I would say Norristown's going to be the Super Bowl town of Pennsylvania.
All right, thank you, Hank. Glad to have you with us, and I'd like to take this time to thank you for your great efforts on behalf of Soccer Bowl today. It's been a great day. We've still got one more quarter of play, though, folks. The score is 2-1, Bishop Kenrick ahead, and Norristown going to try and fight back in this final quarter of play. Ronnie Min just can't get the ball upfield. Drew Cressman, though, boots it downfield for the Eagles. Sortino in control for Bishop Kenrick.
Well, down the last period, and Norristown's got to do something now.
And no scoring here in this second half so far. That was a nice boot, but not to anybody except Drew Cressman.
That's good control on the ball. However, again, he dribbled once or twice too many times. You got.
That's Ron Mingus.
Nobody there.
Yep.
All right, now we got somebody. We got
substitution, number 8, Jason Kang in there.
Well, the only thing I can say about that is now we got a fresh man there. He may be able to do something. Watch the shot here. Oh, it's a little pass. It looks for a back. It was a little give and go right there. Eddie gave the man the ball, Carl the ball, and tried to go through. And Carl couldn't get the pass off. I'll tell you, I bet you Ron Mingus sleeps well at night.
He really is hustling out there. There's no question about it.
I think I said earlier, if everybody won the game like he did, they'd have this one in the bag by now. Nice little pass there. He called a push, direct kick. Norristown's trying to move up to keep Kenrick back. And they took a nice shot. That was right on net. Now they got to move it. Look for a pass. There's the man. Nice pass. Move it back to the middle. Now move to the wing. Ah, we lost the ball. Now we got a wing out here. If you notice, he's open. We got to get him the ball.
That's Carbone. Bad kick off the side of the foot. Bridle can control for the Eagles.
He's looking the middle. He's looking the middle.
Little chip. That was to nobody. Ooh, bridle flat and no call. The referee right there, though.
Come on, goalie. Come on, goalie. You just saw
Where's
how it
the
was done.
goaltender? There it is, goal.
No.
It's going to roll in. We'll give that goal to number 10, Eddie Hull. I'll tell you, the goaltender should have been on top of that one, Bob.
He should have been out a little bit sooner. He'd come out right away. I think he'd been able to cut him down. I think he even did cut him down. He just didn't control the ball. He did get out there and hit the ball. He just didn't get enough of it.
Yeah, that ball just trickled into the net. Had just enough on it to make it.
That's a shame. It's Brian Davis's first goal, or first game in goal. I'm sorry. It's his first game in goal. We got to remember that he's not used to playing back there in this pressure situation. And along with being Kenrick tonight, it's a hot pot back there. And he's made a couple mistakes, but I don't know what year he is. Do you know what year he's a 12th grader?
12th grader, right.
12th grader. Well, he's got to start coming through with some big saves the rest of this game to keep Norristown, if they hope to come back at all.
I think more importantly, Norristown's got to generate some offense. They've been rather lackluster here in the second half in anything offensive. They can't get the ball past the fullbacks.
You're right there.
Martella. Oh.
All right.
Now see what I noticed? There's 4 green shirts down there in that immediate area. Norristown gets down there, they chip the ball back, and it's nothing but Kenrick defenders.
And here we just chipped it up, and we chipped it right to a Kenrick defender out of bounds. We have to control it. I guess also coming down the stretch, the guys are tired, and they are looking for the goal, and they're not thinking as much as they were before, and they're just hitting it. Where they got to take their time. They got 16, 15 minutes left. They got to just slow it down and look for their opportunity. They got to get one goal at a time. I guess we've heard that before. Of course, when you talk about the 3 fullbacks back there, Norristown may have to change the lineup a little bit, change the positions a little bit to go offensive. But they got a 4-on-4 right here.
Oh, nice thread in the needle. Nobody could get a foot on it, though.
Certainly was.
McGovern had a shot. Good D by Roman that time. And he'll have the ball also.
I see Norristown has another goaltender, Steve Monastero, down here warming up on the side. I don't know if he plans to put him in or not. Oh, look. All right, Brian came out with a save that time. Won't be a bad idea right now if you've got underclassmen you want to bring along next year to put him out there for 15 minutes and give him a shot. I notice, I see Carl's down in the field. He took a shot in the face last series downfield. One of the gentlemen kicked the ball and hit him right in the nose, so he may have to go to the sidelines for the repairs.
Okay, so of course we've got a stoppage in play. As Bob told you, it only happens with an injury or a yellow card being issued, and now we've got an injury.
He has to leave the game now. Once they stop the clock for him, and coach Fran Rupert over there came on the field, he has to be removed from the game. That's one of the rules.
Fran Rupert really has his guys ready for this ball game tonight. They've been very, very aggressive. Yeah, I'm sure Mike Roman had his guys ready too, but I don't know. It's just a matter of Kenrick coming out a little bit higher, I guess.
Oh, I think part of the problem, you know, you lose your starting goalie and a starting fullback, and you just cannot replace them in the last minute. The goalie's one of your important cogs on the field, and to lose him at a crucial time like this is you just can't replace him. There's no way you can.
I agree.
It's like taking a starting running back out of a football lineup, or you know, you take a Bill Barber out of a Flyers lineup, and well, I shouldn't say that, I guess. But I guess the Flyers are doing pretty well this year without Bill Barber. But, you just can't do it.
And I think also the fact that on the first shot on goal, Brian Davis was beaten. Maybe his teammates thought, oh, geez, you know, Brian's in the ball game, and maybe that drained their confidence for a little while. But he hasn't played you know, like you say, he's made a couple mistakes, but It certainly hasn't been a horrendous performance or anything like that.
Costly mistakes.
There you go. Another good cliche. Way to go. Bob, have you ever thought about broadcasting as a career?
Never.
In the blood, costly mistakes. My goodness. You must have stolen that Alan Raleigh cliche book. Of course, Alan's the guy who does the Norristown High football games with me. Or he would say I do the games with him, but anyway, back to soccer. Jason Kang.
All right, now we have some Norristown. We may have something here. No, we don't. Kenrick breaks it down immediately.
And Bridle got to do something with that ball.
Now, there was a give and go.
Roman stayed put.
But Roman stayed. He didn't go for the ball. And you have to be a successful soccer team, the halfback has to make the transition up to the line, and the fullback has to make a transition up to the halfback sometimes, and vice versa. The halfback has to fall back for a fullback.
Oh, man.
Well, Kenrick right now, they can smell a victory. They're winning 3-1, and all they have to do is keep Norristown away from their goalie for the next 12 and a half minutes, and they got that trophy. And that's, if they know they keep coming to the ball, they got it. And that's what they have to do. And Norristown, on the other hand, has to break them down and work the ball up the field. The long passes haven't been working. They're going to have to pass the ball and maybe use a wing. And I see Mingus is on the sideline, and that doesn't help your team any when you got Ron standing on the side. I think he's ready to go back in.
Yeah, I think Mike Roman was just resting him up a little bit. Of course, he's been playing the entire ball game.
Well, he can sub him right now if he wants to. There's an injury on the field. The other player subbed, the other team subbed, so you are permitted to sub at this time because there's an injury. Here he is.
There he is. There you go, Bob. You called that one. And you just mentioned the trophy. We want to tell you once again that's the Louis V. Koss Trophy, donated by the Triangle Club of Montgomery County. We'll award that every year to the winner of this game. It'll be awarded on a permanent basis for the winner of the Best of 5 series. And then a new trophy will be instituted.
A lot of sliding tackles out here right now. And the sliding tackles are not good. They're good to break a person down, but you cannot control a ball when laying on the ground. That's obvious. Louis Koss, while you mentioned the trophy, was principal when I went to school here. I guess I just
dated yourself. You just dated yourself, Bob.
Well, he was one of those quiet gentlemen with a big stick. Maybe it'll be.
Maybe I'll refer to Barry Spencer like that. I didn't say it.
All right, Norristown, we've said it, we'll say it again. They've got to do something with the ball here. Midfield isn't going to do them any good. They've got to score a goal. They've got to score 2 goals.
Nice play there by, was that Roman over on that side?
Yes, it was. And Frederick now trying to control the ball.
Pass. Now he's controlling. Frederick's got to move it. There's move. We're moving the ball now. Now Ron's got to push it through.
Nobody there.
No far. The wing just a little bit too far for the wing. Oh, we have a problem here. No, we don't. The Kenrick guy just fell. I guess that goes back to the slippery ground I was referring to earlier.
Of course, it's rained for the last 2 days, cleared up this afternoon.
That's Eddie Hull. Nice play, and he should move the ball. Now, he's got to pass the ball. You can't keep dribbling. There's the pass. Now, the guy should take it on a wing and cross it, which we talked about. And Norristown clears. Do they have a most valuable player for this game?
I'm not certain. I believe one will be awarded. I think that's a good point.
Norristown has a 5-on-4 right now if they can work it. There's the ball out to the wing. Now the wing, see, we're slowing the ball down. It's a breakdown right there. Oh, he kicked it high.
Just booted it too hard.
He had to move. You could see the gentlemen, the players down there in Norristown. They had 3 guys down there. And the wing with the ball, and all he had to do was cross it. Instead, he got excited, found himself open for a change, and kicked the ball out of bounds.
Okay, Bob, you just mentioned about a most valuable player. Before the ball game, Mike Roman handed me a sheet of paper. Really proud that Ron Mingus forward for them has been named to the first league, National Conference Suburban 1 League. Drew Cressman awarded second team honors, and honorable mention Greg McCoskey and Chris Layden. So congratulations to those guys on a fine season.
That's an honor. That is really something to be chosen to one of those teams or honorable mention. Now we have a 3-on-4 breakaway by Kenrick. You notice how Eddie just used his body to shield the ball.
Right.
And then push it onto the wing, who then hit the ball out of bounds.
All right, we've only got 8 minutes left in this ball game, folks. And Kenrick still ahead, 3-1. Their goal scorers tonight, Carl Martella, Ed Hull, and we believe the other goal was scored by Dollarton. First name Steve Dollarton.
Looks like Kenrick's setting something up here. They have all their men over the left side of the field. They started moving from left to right, and the guy kicking the ball, number 8. Earl Kelly. Earl Kelly kicked the ball and brought it back to the far side. I don't know whether he meant to do that or not, because the players were moving from his left to right.
Bob Emery breaks it up for the Eagles. Layden in pursuit over there for Norristown. Martella. Nice pass to Eddie Hall, but they can't control it.
A little chip. See what, this is like a ping pong match. Now all the balls do is going back and forth. Nobody's controlling the ball.
Time's running out for Norristown.
That is it. That it is doing. It is eating the clock up for Kenrick.
All right, taking a look at some of the signs that the young folks took time to make today. Good luck, Norristown sign.
I tell you, we have quite a crowd out here tonight. I said earlier, I've seen fewer people out here for a football game. This is
absolutely right.
An enthusiastic crowd. Maybe next year we'll see a few more night soccer games down here.
I hope so. Okay, those signs look great.
They really do. Somebody spent some time down there.
And it's great to see the cheerleaders out here. We mentioned that, and the Norristown High Eagle out there. Really a lot of spirit. I think that's fantastic. It's been a problem in high school sports, I think, through the late 70s, that sort of thing, beginning of the 80s.
There's a pass.
McDevitt, nice pass.
And we got a breakaway here.
Scott's got
not a breakaway, but we got a wing play.
Carbone.
Not quick enough.
That should be Norristown's ball, and it is. Into Ronnie Mingus. Nice pass. Oh, Ronnie can't get the boot, goes off the side of his foot.
He's upset with himself.
He did have an angle on the net that time.
Kenrick player just headed the ball back to the goalie. I don't know whether he meant to do that. It was turned out to be a good play. There's a wing play we need. I'm sorry, that's a dangerous play. That man's laying on the ground swinging his feet around. Looks like we're starting to get some cramps out here. Hot weather and humid weather, and player down on the field. And we have timeout.
Okay, so you got the injured player down there. Big cramp in his right leg. Is that Ed Hall?
I believe it is. No, it's. That goes over.
Oh, there's Ed Hall. It's not him. Substitution for Norristown coming into the ball game. Ray Carr, number 4. Mike Roman going to take a breather. 4 minutes and 7 seconds left, Bob. Kind of tough in soccer to come back from 2 goals down with only 4 minutes to go.
Hey, you're right there. They got to get a quick one. They got to get one right now, and then work on the other one. But they need one real quick.
You mentioned earlier they might rearrange their lineup. Does that mean put more forwards in?
Exactly. It doesn't matter. You can lose 4-1 or 5-1, but still a loss. Doesn't matter. So you move your fullbacks up, move your halfbacks up, and start pressing forward, and go for the goal. If they score another one, so what?
Yeah.
But I only see the 3 linemen up here right now, and we're halfback with the ball.
Oh, Ronnie Minge just can't keep it in bounds. So we'll come back the other way.
Kennedy's going to slow down. They're in no hurry to throw the ball in. As long as they can slow down because the clock is running, and if it takes them 30 seconds to throw the ball in, that's to their favor. That number 5 has had some long throw-ins tonight.
Of course, that's John Nolan for the Knights.
Nobody over there.
They keep the ball in play, though.
Yes, they do. Now what Norristown knows to do right now is move everybody up. We got to throw in, they got to move. All right, swing the ball to the other side. There you go. Good control, look wing. Jim Napier comes in the game for Norristown. There's a little head ball through. Kenrick cuts it down. Oh, here we go. This is a breakaway. This is a breakaway. Oh,
is that a yellow card?
That's a yellow card. That is a yellow card.
It's Bob Emery who committed that foul.
I think that would have been an excellent tackle for the football team, huh?
He really cut down Ed Hull. Hull was streaking downfield, as you said, Bob, had the breakaway, and Emery cut him down from behind. Another field goal.
He's going to give that guy a yellow card. He's going to give Vinny Carbona a yellow card for encroachment. Encroachment is moving onto the ball before it's kicked. And they're going to get a re-kick out of it. Meanwhile, the clock ticks away.
Jeez, I'll tell you. When you think of it that way, that the clock's still running, big mistake by Vinny Carbone.
Yes.
You don't want that to occur. You want to get that ball back in your possession as soon as possible.
Exactly right. You get lined up as quickly as possible and let them get the play underway.
Comes through. It's a goal.
Oh.
Little misdirection that time.
Little misdirection is right. I'm not sure who it hit off of. Did you see whether it was a Kenrick player or a Norristown player?
I'm not sure, Bob. All right, well, Bob, with 50 seconds to go, Kenrick now leads this ball game 4-1, and I have to say they're going to win it.
Well, there's no way you come back now. But I think the evening was a success.
Oh, definitely. I think that's the big story tonight. The game, of course, is important to the players, but I think what this day was all about was generating interest in soccer in the Norristown area, and I think it's done that. Evidence that the great turnout here today. And not only interest in the high school teams, you had middle school players, you had young soccer players here, you had JV teams out here, and I think that's fantastic. You get the soccer at all levels.
I think it was so great. As I was down here by about 20 after 3 this afternoon, and I saw Stewart was out here, and East Norton and Eisenhower. They're all out here playing. I think, I don't have any idea, but I would imagine there were 60, 70 kids out here from those 3 schools playing in soccer here this afternoon. Then, like we said before, we had the 9th grade and JVs. So it's a definite success for Norristown. I think Mike Roman deserves a lot of credit here. We talked about it earlier.
Definitely.
He spent a lot of time and energy, and I think that's a corner
goal.
kick. No, it isn't. It's over the top. That's an excellent save, but that was Ron nailed that ball.
I'll tell you, Sortino had to do a lot to keep that ball out of the net. We're just about out of time, folks. And they said, no, not a corner kick. It's a 6-yard kick for Kenrick.
I don't know how.
I don't know how it could be that if the goaltender had his hand on it.
Goaltender pushed it over the top of the net.
And that's the ball game, folks, I think. Almost. Kenrick players coming onto the field a little bit prematurely there. Martella knocks himself down with a header. He crushed himself in the face. I hope he's all right. That's the ball game, folks. Final score, Bishop Kenrick 4, Norristown 1. And a good ball game, a big victory for the Knights, and they'll be the first recipients of the Louis V. Cost Memorial Trophy, donated by the Triangle Club of Norristown.
I see Ron Minges walk over to Carl Montel and pick him up off the ground and shake hands. That's what soccer's all about. You go out here, you work your tail off for 4 periods of soccer, and after it's all over, you shake hands and walk away friends. A lot of these guys are friends and have been playing soccer together for many years.
All right, Bob, we'll be back in just a minute for the presentation of the Louis V. Cost Trophy. Okay, we've got the presentation of our MVP trophies. The one for Norristown High going to Ronnie Minges. And Eddie Hull has been named MVP of the Bishop Kenrick squad. Ron Minges and Ed Hull, 2 fantastic soccer players. And those guys are the MVPs for tonight. And Hank Sisko, the Soccer Bowl commissioner, is now going to present the Louis V. Cost Trophy to the head coach of the Bishop Kenrick Knights, Fran Rupert.
The Louis V. Cost Trophy Award for top troop forward number 1.
And I think a big part of what Hank just said, Soccer Bowl number 1. We want to see soccer back here at Roosevelt Field, not just for the Soccer Bowl, but for soccer at night. I think we've generated some interest, and I hope that interest carries over to next year. So congratulations to the Bishop Kenrick squad. They played a fantastic ball game tonight. And of course, the head coach, Fran Rupert, did a great job in coaching his guys. And also congratulations to the Norristown High squad. They also played a good ball game. Coach Mike Roman put a lot of effort into this season. I think the Norristown High record this year has been much better than it has been in recent years. We've seen a big improvement in the Norristown High soccer program, and I hope that carries over into next year and to future years. Soccer is a great sport to watch, a great sport to come out and support, also a great sport to play. Get your kids involved in youth soccer. Of course, we'd like to thank Denise and Suzanne McCoskey for running camera for us tonight, Tony Koya for producing and directing our show, and of course this program brought to you by the Norristown Area School District. Big thanks to Bob Brandt for doing the color commentary tonight. Bob, the head coach at Plymouth White Marsh High School, did a fantastic job for us. And of course, Hank Sisko, the Soccer Bowl commissioner. Hank generated a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of support in this community. It was a fantastic day. The final score of the main event, Soccer Bowl number 1, Bishop Kenrick 4, Norristown 1. I'm Jeff Brandon. For Bob Brandt, thanks for being with us. Don't forget, a lot more great programming on your Norristown High cable channel. We'll see you later, folks.